Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today I figured I'd bring you along to open up the barn this morning. I like to do this periodically throughout the summer as I'm getting different animals and the tasks for the morning changes. Right now up here we have 11 ducks, a goose, 19 chickens, 2 goats, and 31 meat chickens. So let's get them all open. Come on, pup. Morning, ladies. Hey, Eggers. How'd you do with all the little ones? All right, let's get the lights on. Good morning, ladies. Come on out. Hey, goats. How you guys doing? Flip and flop. We got our 2 Boer meat goats up here in the small pen while I get their back pen ready, and they'll be coming out later. Last night I did integrate the 5 survivors into the main flock here, so these are the 5 that I had this year from the replacements. Hey bud, don't chew on me. Don't chew on me, I'm getting there, hold on. I only have 1 5-gallon bucket of water up here, so today I'm gonna have to bring up water. Come on, boy. After I get the barn opened up, I always go over and let the ducks out first, get them their feed and water, because they live in the smallest house and they don't have the most space, so I try and get them out first. You coming, goats? Alright, so we've been having a problem with Flop getting him out of his pen back here and into the outside pen. He keeps wanting to run out into the pasture, so we're going to see if we can get him into the pen easier today. Pup, you gonna help? Alright, goat. Hey, you go first. You go first. Come on, come on. Come on. There he goes. He gone. A little Flip. Come on, Flip. You're eating the chicken food. There's your food right here, Flip. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's chicken food. Chicken food. These goats. Flop, let's go, bud. Get inside. There you go. That's a good goat. Chicken. Bonnie. Muffins. Dot. You got to get out. You're going to get stepped on by a goat. Come on, if I didn't have to get the chickens out, Flop wouldn't escape. Come on, chickens. Echo. Don't chase my goat. Flop. What's he doing? Come on, Flop. Get in there. Come on, go ahead. Oh, no, oh, whoa. Oh, Flop. Oi! Get in there, Flop. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Go with your sister. I know. She's annoying sometimes. Okay, there we go. Goats are in their pen. You helping? What are you coughing for, goat? You ran for a little bit. I don't think so, Sedgwick. Those are my irises. No, no, no. Oh, you bird. I don't think so, girl. You're gonna tear up my irises before I get them dug up. No, you don't. No, you don't, chicken. Come on, Sedgwick. Quit being the bad one. So I had the 5 survivor chickens out here in this pen so they could grow up a little bit before introducing them to the main flock, being that they're about half the size. Well, I had them in here and they got to know each other pretty well through the fence. I'd throw some scratch screens right here at the gate doors so they'd be able to see each other and interact a little bit without actually touching. But they were getting out and the other ones were getting in, so they were actually interacting just fine. So I figured I could put them together and hopefully they're going to do okay. Last night was the first night, but we're going to see how they do, see if they have to establish a pecking order, and hopefully the little ones don't get picked on too much. And I like to get my irises out of this garden here. I only plugged them in here because I didn't have a place in the landscape for them yet, and this was a real soft spot I could put in. And then we built up all the fences around them, and now it's an animal pen. So I want to get those irises out, put them into the landscape, so whenever I put the animals in here, they don't actually tear up all my greens. I do want to turn this whole pen right here into a garden, so that's coming up. I just need to get it all ready. So now the goats are good. They already have their bucket of water out, and they have a little mineral disc inside their hut there, so they are all set. I just need to give them some more hay here, but they still have some. I do have to lock them up with the kickstand now and this log until I can fix the gate. I don't want them getting out, and since I always use old wood and stuff, this lock pin here just kind of tore right out with them jumping on it. So I have it barricaded right now until I can patch this up, which that'll probably be today, huh, Flip? Your horns are getting bigger. Yeah, they are. And Flop, you're getting heavier. I had to carry you yesterday, and you are definitely putting on some weight, bud. I'm gonna give the egg chickens back their food. I take it away at night because I'm trying to ration their feed. So I have been feeding all the egg chickens free choice, just 24/7. They always have food, but I think they're eating too much. They don't really need food 24/7. They could definitely do with just batches of food fed twice a day, or right now I'm just doing a 12-hour shift. So whenever they wake up, they get food, but they don't get food at night. Trying to see if I can use less food and still get the same amount of eggs. We do have Green Queen in here being broody, but we also have one of the Bonnies down below being broody. Really wish I had a rooster to fertilize some eggs, because we have 2 girls that are ready to work. Come here, Green Queen. So the main problem is the chickens don't eat or drink whenever they're being broody. So I have to pull Green Queen out in the morning and the afternoon, give her time to stretch her legs and run around, because all she has is a fake egg in there, and it's not going to hurt it. We're also going to pull Bonnie out. And she's only sitting on a golf ball. I like to give them something to sit on because that's what she wants to be doing. So at night I take all the eggs so they're not getting cooked. But I like to leave something in there so they feel like they're doing a good purpose. But we're going to get her out to walk. Whenever you pull them out of being broody, they kind of sit here like that, kind of getting their legs to come back under them. But you can see Green Queen zipped on out of here already. She always takes off running, does some foraging out in the grass, grabs some food and drinks, and then she runs right back into the nest. So she's on her little lap right now. Rosie. Oh, the 5 are sitting, all the 5 little chickens, the survivors, are sticking together right now. I think they're actually trying to get back into the pen that they were in, because whenever one would escape and the other 4 were still in here, I'd come home from work and there would be one trying to get back into the rest of the flock. But I'm going to leave them out and integrate onto pasture with the rest of the eggers. Goats, you got your platform, huh, guys? And now for the meat chickens. Excuse me, can I over this way? So I'm working on figuring out the food rations for all the different animals. For the meat chickens, I weigh out 2¼ pounds each feeding, which is going to be 3 feedings, morning, afternoon, and night, to keep them busy. Over. I started the chicken tractor down here in this spot right here, so you can see the damage that they've done, and I moved it every single day since. So you can see the line that I'm creating going down here, and they are putting some fertilizer down, tearing up the grass a little bit. So every day I move this thing at night so they have fresh grass to be sleeping on. But right now they're waking up and they're ready for some food. Hey guys, they're getting some nice colors on these birds. Hey chickens, whoa, stay in there. I don't want to be chasing around birds. Come on, stay in, stay in. Step on one of you either. These birds, give me some space. Well, as they peck my toes and my feet through the crocks, I'm going to go ahead and pour their food down the trough here. There you go, chickens. They really go at it. I did add a second water, so they have two about 4-gallon buckets out here right now. And it's working out really good for them. I'm glad I had this chicken tractor so I could put them out here and get them on fresh grass every day instead of just keeping them up in the barn like I did last year. So the chicken tractor's been working out really well this year. It's a lot better than I had last year with the meat chickens inside the barn and having to walk them outside every day. Once they get pretty big, they didn't want to walk, and they were kind of just sitting inside the barn, and it was kind of making a mess. Out here in the chicken tractor, they get to be on fresh grass every day. I can keep them contained away from the dogs and all the other birds, and it's just a nicer setup than trying to intermix all the meat chickens with everything else. Hey pup. Yeah, you going for your walk out there, bud? Got the dame's rocket blooming out there, and it's gorgeous. So that's really all the broiler chickens need. I just give them some food 3 times a day. Their water gets changed out once a day. I usually do that at night, so I don't have to do it in the morning before I go to work. Pretty sure it's been over a week since we had any rain, and it's actually just starting to rain a little bit right now. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I was planning on getting some work done, but I really need some rain and water in the harvest tank behind the barn. Hey Dizzy, you out here on pasture. Over. Good boy, good boy. Chickens, don't get wet out here. You gotta go inside, survivors. Goats, why are you always getting wet? You have a shelter, goats. Yeagers, I know you're the smart ones. Going to take some getting used to with these survivors. They're not really quite sure how to fit in with everybody. They're just kind of running around trying to find their place. We'll figure it out. Look how big Bonnie is compared to Dizzy. Look at that chicken. And then we got Dot and Mini Dot. That is ridiculous. Rosie's her own bird. I don't have any like Rosie. So look at that. We're actually getting some rain. Echo Pup loves sitting out here with all his animals. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the goat's ration is about 2½ pounds right now. And that's for both of them. Huh, goat? Huh? But your brother eats most of it, doesn't he? Muffins, what are you doing? There's still 3 boxes available. 4 and a bucket. Plenty of room for you, Muffins. I don't know how long the rain's gonna last, so we might have to make a run for it back down to the house. We have more animals down at the house to take care of this morning, so we're not done yet. All right, before we head out there, I gotta bring in the 2 little Dots. They're stuck out here, and I don't think they can find their way in. Come on, Dot Dot. No, you don't play with ducks. Hold on, pup. No, you gotta go long ways, guys. Come on, I don't want to carry you. Oh, barred rocks. These ones aren't friendly like Dizzy and Rosie. Dizzy and Echo. Don't corner them, bud. Come on. Guess I'll just get one of you. Come on, go see Dizzy. All right, other little dot. Come here. Gotcha. Got her, pup. We'll bring you back to everybody else. Hey, look, there's Dizzy. And your other dots. And the big dots. Okay. Got the Jaegers good. We got the waterfowl good. The broilers are good. Goats need hay. There, goat. Oh, I didn't mean to give you all that. Hold on. I wanted that piece, guys. All right, you can have more. There you go, goats. This pen and feeder is working out until I can get them up into their main pen behind the barn that I'm still working on getting finished. Well, one more thing. The survivors are kind of getting stuck back here looking for maybe their water that they're used to. Gina, no. Gina, get out of here. You're going to eat my irises. So I'll put that out there for them. And their food. Echo. Come on. Come on. We'll figure it out. You can't go any farther, little ones. So this is why I'm late every morning to work, because I got all these animals to take care of and something's always coming up. Echo Pup's out back chasing a rabbit by the goat enclosure. That thing's coming along. I did start getting the gates on that. I just have to secure the chain link fencing and get another gate on the building. There's some things I have to do with tension wire and pulling it tight and clamps and stuff I have to try and figure out. So that might get done today if the rain holds off. But we still have some animals down here on the patio brooding, and we're probably gonna have them here for a long while too, because I have more coming next month. So we have these chickens down here that are the replacement flock from the survivors. The rest of the survivor flock, it had a bigger flock, and the survivors are the only one left of that flock. This is the replacement flock for all those non-survivors. And here on the patio we have the brooders set up with the replacement flock up here. And they're all doing well, it looks like. How you guys doing? You need some food? Need some water? Not too bad today. And down here in this tote, all by his lonesome, we have Squat. He is my splay leg chicken. He's a broiler that just can't walk. He struggles to stand up a little bit. He can make it around. He just can't keep up with all the other broilers. So I'm gonna have to change out his water and get him into his own little personal chicken tractor for the day. The baby chickens are still getting mash feed, so sometimes it gets compacted down into the bottom and I just have to break it up so they have access to it. I did have a couple escapes, so I have these little gutter guards up here to try and block them off, keep them from jumping. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't put Squat out on grass today. It might get a little bit wet. So every morning I come in here to help Squat get his first drink and food for the day. He does try and stand up, brace himself on the sidewalls, but he really can't walk. So I have to come in here and help him out. So what I do is put him close to his food and water and hold him, because he likes to flail, and it gets him his food, gets him his drink. I just have to do this 3 or 4 times a day. It's no big deal. Now, Pup. No problem, right? We just have to help out Squat. Yeah. So if you didn't see all the videos, I did everything I could to try and help Squat with his splay leg. I did the banding and binding of his legs to pull them together. I did other bindings to try and pull his hips back. And I made a restraint out of a rag and tried to hold that so he could stand and keep his hips in the right spot. But nothing was really working. So I quit using all the restraints, and he's just trying to live his best life the way he is, and I've just been helping him do that the best I can. Squat's still growing nicely, and he's about the same size as all the other ones, so he's a happy chicken, still getting all his food and water. He just can't run around like the rest of them. I have to wedge a couple rocks beside him to try and keep him in place, but you can see he's just gonna fall right out of place. He doesn't have any strength in his legs because he just hasn't used them, and he keeps getting bigger too, so it's just more and more weight that he has to try and hold up. Like I said, I do get him out on grass. I have a metal basket that I put him in with a rock on top, and he gets his food, water, and he's able to pick through the grass. He does actually pretty well out there, and I'm pretty sure he likes it. So he's still technically a pasture-raised chicken. I get him out on grass as often as I can. We're getting a bunch of hummingbirds at the feeder right now. I probably have to fill that one up. And then we have the replacements. Still little tiny birds in here, but we are getting some nice coloring on these birds. I'm not sure which ones are all the roosters yet. Remember, I have one rooster, which is probably this guy over here, the little one. And then we have two more that are unsexed. So they could be roosters or they could end up being hens. This little one is gorgeous. Look at this white one with the black eyes. Gorgeous. And we have a bunch that are kind of the gray with the white face coloring. I think those are all the light Brahmas. So I got 9 of those. We just have some nice coloring in this flock. That's going to be really nice to see them all grow up. Look at that fatty. Hey, little puffball. You're cute. Alright, so that's all the animals I have right now on the homestead. My usual morning routine comes by and checks on all the plants that I've been starting as well. So out here next to the greenhouse up on the ramp wall, I set out all my plants so they can get adjusted to the sun and the weather, and they are looking pretty good. I need to get these planted out. Starting to get oversized for their containers here. I make a lot of different content from flowers, farms, and fish, so make sure you check out all my channels. This one is dedicated to all the animals up at the barn. My Nature at Home channel is for all the gardens and the landscape, and then my aquatics channel is for all my ponds and fish. So make sure you check everything out and see what's all going on here at Whitt Acres. You can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.